Alright, so this video is for anyone who's having a misfire code due to a valve cover gasket leak on a Dodge Ram 3rd gen. But I'm pretty sure this is probably a problem on any other Hemi. So just to show you guys what's wrong, I'm going to go ahead and plug in my scanner. And then put the keys in. So this truck has about 146,000 miles. Let's go ahead and connect it. So the codes that we're getting is the cylinder 8 misfire, and then a random misfire detected, and then same thing, cylinder 8. So cylinder 8 is going to be on the passenger side, which kind of sucks because cylinder 8 is actually going to be the furthest back, and that's always a pain getting to in these trucks. Basically the reason I know it's the valve cover gasket is because the owner of this truck, my friend Kevin, he went to AutoZone, and their scanner sometimes gives you a little bit more information, and it said that it was a valve cover gasket leak. And that usually happens when the O-rings on the gasket starts leaking oil into your spark plugs. So once it starts leaking oil into your spark plugs, then that's when you get the misfire. So here's the gasket set I got from AutoZone. That's the part number right there. It's Felpro. I think it has like a 1-year warranty. So this is good for 6.4, 6.1, or 5.7. So pretty much any Hemi except for the Hellcats. So first thing we're gonna want to do here is get as much out of the way as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this tube right here and maybe take off the air cleaner, just have more access to this side. So it's just going to be a flathead screwdriver. So this should just lift up. It's going to have like 2 dowel pins. Just lift it up. Put some pressure on it, it should come up. And just get it out of the way. So the cylinder that's leaking for us is going to be way back there, cylinder 8. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the coils off. I think this is going to be a 10 millimeter, so it's going to be 2 10 millimeters for each coil. I might not disconnect them. I might just put them on top if I can. If not, I'll just disconnect them. And then I'm going to take the valve cover bolts off, which should be an 8 millimeter. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's going to be 10 8 millimeter bolts. And then it should come off. And then I'm going to take the spark plugs out from cylinder 8 and clean them up. And then put the new O-rings and gasket on. If you have a car with a Hemi, like a Challenger, Charger, or a 300, I think you might have trouble with the clearance on this side. So you might have to get like a special size deep socket to get to that, because it's going to hit the firewall. I'm not sure if that applies to all years or just the first gens that came out, but just keep that in mind. after you put all that back together, to do this side, it's the same thing. Yeah, just take out the bolts on the coils and the valve covers. It looks like this side might be a little bit easier. I know the brake boost is in the way, but you can stick your hand in there and get to those bolts back there. But yeah, so just follow that same process on that side to this side. I'm not gonna record this side because it's kind of the camera gets in the way, and it's just harder to record. So I'm just gonna finish this side up. But overall, that should do it. Leak. So the misfire, it's probably a bad lifter. That was the other suggestion that the diagnostic test gave. Yeah, so it's still misfiring cylinder 8. I put the code reader in. But anyways, that's your basic tutorial on how to just do the valve cover gasket leak if you're leaking oil. But as far as it could fix your misfire, if what I would do first is take the spark plugs out that's misfiring and check to see if it's covered in oil. If not, then it's probably gonna be something else. But I hope this video helped you guys out, and thanks for watching.